We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Well, good day, family. I'm Carl Gilliard, and welcome to the Empowerment TV at the Empowerment Center. It is our focus since we've kicked off this Empowerment Center where failure is not an option to bring you the information right to your home. So every week, same bad channel, same bad time, I'll be coming to you to give you information, give you some inspiring interviews from people who have been there. And not only that, to give you an inspirational word. So you'll join us here on Sundays at 12 noon at the Empowerment Center. We'll be right back. I want you to take a look at what happened at our kickoff at the Empowerment Center as we came into sustainability. After 10 years, Feed the Hungry, coming into sustainability to give people a hand up instead of a handout. Take a look at this.
I never knew there was such a better way to live life. Nobody had ever shown me. I never knew that.
Today we're changing the narrative on poverty and giving poverty a pink slip.
This is a perfect location for a resource like this. Due to the demographics of Garden City, we have a lot of lower income residents here. It's a perfect location for them. This is a perfect spot to have a resource like this, perfectly located, easy, accessible, easy for the individuals to find. So I've already looked at the programs they have coming up, the first 4 or 5 classes. It's going to be great for Garden City. Just can't say enough kind words about Representative Gilliard and St. Joseph Candler and Mr. Hinchy. It's just a very good program for Garden City.
Prior to this, they were just kind of left on their own and had to swim on their own. So this is extending a hand to them to try to get them back on their feet.
So this is going to give people a chance to get careers, people a second chance. We have the expungement.
Drugs were a big part of my history. And in 2015, like I said, I had my daughter and she only lived for 15 days. I never knew there was such a better way to live life. Nobody had ever shown me. I never knew that.
You know, it's a one-stop shop. They have the health clinic next door that St. Joseph runs.
We're going to show them how to interview, get resumes. We're going to give them a chance to go back to school, to continue in education, and then the engagement with the companies to get them into those jobs and careers.
Well, we met Representative Gilliard last year, right before the holidays, when he reached out to us for the Feeding the Hungry event. And it was last minute, and due to the overwhelming response, he asked if Purdue could make some donations. We were more than happy to help, and ever since we've been embracing the relationship with Feeding the Hungry and now with the Empowerment Center. Well, the pivotal piece that Purdue wants to play is assisting individuals finding their career path. Not a job, but a career with Purdue. State Representative Gilliard discussed continuing education. Our synergies are very well aligned.
The partnership that we have with the Empowerment Center is our workforce development. We do resumes, teach you how to soft skill training, help you find a job, help you find your career.
That was a tremendous opportunity to know that God is really moving with not only the Empowerment Center, but empowering people. And you saw the cadre of different types of people from all walks of life that came in to say, I can, and God will. And so I want to give you this upcoming week at the Empowerment Center. We have a lot of good activities going on, but what is the Empowerment Center? It's a one-stop shop where you can get your continued education with Savannah Technical College, whether GED or whether signing up for any of the classes in FEM or getting your CDL license, etc. And then we have St. Leo University in continued education. To sign up for those classes that are available, not only come in here to get a brochure, but we will get you into your financial aid right on the spot. Failure is not an option.
But most importantly, one of the main goals that I wanted to do here is kind of get people introduced to financial aid. I know that is a huge scenario for anyone that's going to school, and just kind of knowing the difference. You know, when we were going to school, I know I can speak for myself, they just said, go to school, you can take student loans out. Well, a lot of people don't know that there are different types of loans. You know, you've got federal, you've got private. A lot of people may not know exactly what FAFSA is, so we're going to be kind of teaching folks what the financial aid process is and how they should go about doing it if they're looking to get back into school.
First and foremost, I'm a big fan of Carl Gilliard from a personal standpoint and as a colleague, as a member of the House of Representatives. Carl is doing a really good job of bringing all the assets to bear that may be available in this community so that the citizens can avail themselves of those opportunities and better their lives. Carl has a great local team that works with him here, and we're just really excited about the relationship and the partnership between Candler St. Joe and Representative Carl Gilliard in the Savannah community, and we look forward to great things and continue to support him and work with him in any way we can to make everything he's working on success here for the people of Georgia.
And then, how many of you own a business or thought about owning the business? We've got the Secretary of State's office who's going to give you an opportunity to incorporate your business, whether you want to be an incorporation or an LLC, and then to give you a chance to be certified, a minority business, DBE certification. So we have the Georgia Department of Transportation Supportive Services that'll give you that option. But let me give you the biggest forte of what I see as the biggest success story is the Georgia Department of Community Affairs and the DREAM program. Last year, we were able to get 146 people into homes, moving from rentability to sustainability. And so we want to give you that opportunity. We've got opportunities for you to have your young people in the Saturday Morning Academy from 9 to 12, giving you a chance to know their community, mentor matchups, giving them a chance to get involved with community projects. We've got our family from New Beginnings. We've all had something that we've gone through. What I'm proud of about this program is that men and women have a chance to come out, not only to tell their story, but to continue to write the story. That it's not over until God says it's over. And more so than anything, we want you to stay tuned. I'm going to let you see one more interview, and then I'll come back with our inspirational moment for today. Stay tuned to Empowerment TV at the Empowerment Center.
Actually, I think it's fate that brought me here today because I seen Mr. Gilliard Saturday morning at the gas station when he was on his way back into town. And had I not seen him, he would have never been able to give me the flyer and I wouldn't have known about it. But thank goodness I did see him and I'm here today. And I want to be a part of this because it's so important for the community for people to know that there is a better way and there is help available. Goodness, the Empower Center is so huge because, like I said, I grew up a certain type of way and I wasn't really exposed to help or resources or a different way or a better way. You know, it was kind of like survival my whole childhood. And once I was exposed to better ways and once I was exposed to all of the help available, it makes things so much easier and it makes life so much better. And obviously, I want to go a different way now that I know a better way.
Welcome back to Empowerment TV at the Empowerment Center. Every week, I want to give you an inspirational moment. I want to give you an inspiration for the week, for the day. But I want to invite you out to our Family Life Services every Sunday at 12 noon at 4704 at the Empowerment Center on Augusta Road in Greater Garden City. And it's an opportunity for you to come as you are, but you will not leave the same way you've been. You don't have to come dressed in a three-piece suit. You don't have to come in your finest gear, but just come. And it's important that we get the inspiration we need because we can't do it by ourselves. I just want to tell you that Ecclesiastes 3:3 says, for everything there is a season. And so you got to know the season that you're in. And some of us have seasons of mourning. We've had individuals that we've lost within this week. Some of us have seasons of joy. We might have come into a new blessing, a new job, a new career. Some of us have seasons of our health not being as well as it should be. We remember the seasons. And so it's important that you know the season that you're in. But I've also learned this, that there is a season. There's a season that's coming your way. And the song even says there's a new season, there's a new day. A fresh anointing is coming your way. It's a season of power and authority. There is a new season coming for you. I remember my season in 2009 when we formed Feed the Hungry, a wife and 4 children, in the midst of losing a job, going into work, and by Georgia's law, which we need to change, they told me we no longer need your services. I remember going home to the new home that we purchased, and saying, I can't afford this mortgage. I can't afford the note on this car. We gave up everything, came to Garden City in a 15-passenger van. I almost lost my mind. That was the season that I was in. But I remember in that season, God told me to feed his people. And I remember looking in my refrigerator and seeing that there were 2 pieces of bread and a piece of bologna. And the thing that stuck with me was that I declared and made my victory. I declared that we will never be in this situation again. I remember going into the hotel and looking at the walls, and the walls began to talk to me. And I remember being in a smaller place than where we stayed. And I was so depressed, I was about to lose my mind. But I said, I declared my victory. I will never be in this situation again. But when I declared my victory, God told me to feed his people. I said, what? We barely have any food ourselves. Where's the food coming from? Where do I go? God said, declare your victory. Declare it by doing what? Write the vision, Carl, and make it plain. Though the vision may tarry, it will come to pass. And I began to write the vision. Savannah, Hosea, Feed the Hungry. Reverend Hosea Williams was my mentor. We had a chance to do a dinner and feed 2,500 people. But then all of a sudden, we came to the part that there are no boundaries to representation. So we removed the Hosea and it became Savannah, Feed the Hungry. And then it came to another part of the vision where it became not about Savannah, but there were no boundaries to hunger. So we went into other cities. I'm telling you that when you write the vision, make it plain, and God will give you the provision if you walk in the vision. He has assigned people to you to help you. I'm a witness. So 10 years later, after serving over 1 million servings of produce, brown bags, and hot meals, and being one of the largest service organizations in the nation, with the largest sit-down dinners in the nation, can you imagine seeing 10,000 people at one dinner and feeding over 50,000 people during the holiday seasons? Now we come into sustainability. It's our season. It's our season that we would not believe that Deuteronomy 8:18 said he gave us the power to have wealth. Well, I don't have the money that I need. God's going to do it in this season. And I'm not prophesying to you. I'm not prophesying to you. I'm telling you that there are jobs, there are opportunities, the ports are growing, there are opportunities to form your own business, write the vision and make it plain. Well, I don't have the money to go with my business. Start focusing on your credit. You can focus on your personal credit. You can focus on your business credit. That's what the Empowerment Center will be. We're in a season of not just believing. You see, so many times people in the church community, we do this. God's going to do this. And Lord, I prophesy. Let me tell you something. There are people that will P-R-A-Y for you, but there are people that will P-R-E-Y on you. And you can't allow them to prey on you and just prophesy to you because they're not giving you the information. Stacey Abrams told me something one day that's very powerful. If you're not at the table, Carl, you're on the menu. And I'm tired of being on the menu. I want to be at the table. I want to bring you to the table. So when you come to the Empowerment Center, know that you're in a season of empowerment. We're going to give you the information. We're going to give you inspiration. And I want you to be equipped because the Bible says for the equipping of the saints. And so we can't have the saints being in Brokeback Mountain. We need saints to be equipped. While we have the level of addiction, incarceration, marriages falling apart, children losing their minds, committing suicide, poverty, all these things add up to what we're going through. But the season that we're in, I'm telling you, failure is not an option. So I believe that we're going to do some great things. I want you to tune back into Empowerment TV at the Empowerment Center, but I want you to meet me at 12 o'clock on Sunday at the Empowerment Center, 4704 Augusta Road on Highway 21 in Greater Garden City. And I'm promising you one thing. God is not a man that he could lie. If you don't trust me, trust God. I'm Carl Gilliard. I'll see you on this Sunday, and I'll see you next week, hopefully, at the Empowerment Center.